What up? You already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshot himself. Now, as we all been talking about the situation with Terence Crawford getting pulled over by Omaha police, getting guns pulled on him and his crew, taken out of the car, got put on handcuffs, try to humiliate Terence Crawford on his celebration day as they was throwing a parade out there in Omaha, Nebraska. He went to an after party, and then 1:30 in the morning, they pulled him over and they tried to humiliate Terence Crawford. They knew exactly who Terence Crawford was, and I believe that Terence Crawford should move out of Omaha, Nebraska. I think that they was trying to target Terence Crawford. Yes, I believe that was that cop had racism in his heart. I do believe that. Now, I'm not a big fan of pulling the race card and things of that nature. If y'all familiar with the channel, but at the end of the day, we all know what it is. We all know what it is. They was trying to target Terence Crawford. They was trying to let him know, in other words, that you're not above the law. Not above the law, boy. Just letting you know. I don't give a damn how many keys the black mayor gave you. I'm telling you like this, I'm the champion around here in my town. I'm the undisputed, boy. I'm giving you one last warning. I want you to get out of Dodge. We've seen this before with athletes, with celebrities. We've seen this before. And I believe that that's why Terence Crawford, in my opinion, should move out of there. Because he's going to be a forever target. Let me tell you like this. Nobody's above the law. Not even the cops is above the law. But once you come in between that gang, the po-po, well, they always going to be in your ass. Trust me. They always, we have so many experience. We have so many examples throughout the years and decades. And look, talking about a box, when I was thinking about the situation, you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about Hurricane Carter. You remember Hurricane Carter? Remember that movie that Denzel Washington played? It could go just like that, man. It could go just like that easily. But I want to credit Terence Crawford. Shout out to Terence Crawford, the 5 division world champion, 3 division undisputed, for real, man. Got to give him a lot of credit for his composure and patience. Because let me tell you like this, these cops, they tried him. He was target. But they figure, you know what? His occupation is that he's a violent individual. He got a chip on his shoulder. They thought that he probably was drinking. That's why they stopped him. They was trying to get him on something. They was trying to get him to react so that they could shoot him. They was trying, and if it's not, the plan B, the plan A is we're gonna stop him, and we stopped him for the reason, not for reckless driving. I know how DWI works. They hit you with reckless driving, so then they could get you to be tested for DWI, right? He was coming after the after party. There was a lot of celebration. They figured that Terence Crawford is a drinker. He's violent. So this is a good time to get him. They misjudged Terence Crawford. They miscalculated Terence Crawford. They shout out to Terence Crawford for being who he is in and out the ring. A responsible, professional person. Because that's how he dealt with the cops. He dealt with the cops with patience. Just like he dealt with Canelo Alvarez in the ring. He dealt with him with patience. He dealt with him with IQ. He dealt with that cop with IQ. With communication. Every great thing that you could learn in the ring. And that's why I always say that boxing translates to life itself. The art of war. The responsibility in being a fighter like a Terence Crawford is what helped them deal with that cop outside of the ring. See, they think that he was just going to be acting like a fighter, violent. Nah. Because just like Mike Tyson says, dumb fighters lose, tough fighters lose, smart fighters win. And that happens in life as well. Shout out to Terence Crawford. And you know, it's good that the person that was in the car. I believe that was a female. I think it was a security. It was Bud Crawford. Coach Malachi, he expressed that he was with Terence Bud Crawford. There was a female there. I couldn't catch the whole live. But if y'all want to catch the live, I think Coach Malachi did do a live on the situation. I catch a little bit of the beginning and stuff like that. So I think that you know, Terence Bud Crawford was highly respectable, professional, patience, because Terence Bud Crawford could have just, you don't know. Look, I'm gonna say it like this, man. When you get a gun pulled on you, it don't matter if it's a person, it don't matter if it's a cop. And then that mentality that a lot of people in the inner cities, Black, Latinos, we have learned that cops is not on our side, that cops is not our friend. And it's becoming to the point where even if a gun is drawn on us, people are going to protect themselves, whether it's a cop or not. They wanted Terence Bud Crawford to reach for something. He didn't give him that. They did everything for Terence Bud Crawford to react in a way in which they could kill Terence Bud Crawford. They thought he was going to be drinking because it was an after party. They thought he was going to react violent because he's a fighter. They got him in a time where they thought they had it all figured out. Now that they didn't have it figured out, it's kind of funny that they have not shown the police body cam. Why haven't they shown the police body cam, ladies and gentlemen? It should be right away. That should be public knowledge for everybody. But they do an investigation. It doesn't take too many. It doesn't take so a long investigation for this, ladies and gentlemen. And there was a camera there. The lady recorded it, and there's a body cam with 4, 3, 5 cops with it. Let's see what's the reason why you stopped Terence Bud Crawford. Because I'm saying like this, a lot of these things are self-explanatory. When you come from the hood and experience, I've experienced cops putting a gun on me ever since I was 15 years old. I don't even need to know the whole story to understand what that cop wanted from Terence Bud Crawford. He wanted to shoot him. He wanted to give him a reason to shoot him and kill him on the day of the celebration on his birthday. That's what happens. That's what happened. That's what the cop wanted to do. And I don't give a damn what anybody tell me. That's what the cop wanted. That cop wanted Terence Bud Crawford to react so he could have an excuse to shoot Terence Bud Crawford. And hopefully that he would have found that Terence Bud Crawford was drinking, that Terence Bud Crawford was violent, and that was going to be the picture that they was going to throw on Terence Bud Crawford. Because he has every, he got a pass. He's been known to be a hothead in the past. So they think that they was gonna deal with a Terence Bud Crawford of the past. But there's a brand new man, patient, responsible, American hero, professional, good, ambassador. Everything that's good about a human being is Terence Bud Crawford. They misjudged and they miscalculated him. Those cops are evil. There's a lot of those cops around in our community. They're not with us. I've gone to protests before, and I've tried to have dialogue with cops, and I asked them this one question: how could we bridge the gap with law enforcement and civilians? That's one of the hardest questions these guys could answer. Everybody is what was the word? Unhinged, hinged or unhinged, unhinged or unhinged. I'm not sure, but I think y'all understand what I'm trying to say. When it comes to dealing with cops, everybody's emotions is all in the up. I don't trust police. I'm not saying that there's not great police officers, because they are. I know certain police officers, but I'm just talking about it as a whole. I don't trust them. If something happens, I don't think that the first thing that pops in my mind is calling 911. Hopefully they find a way and have an open dialogue. And I think that this could find a way that Terence Bud Crawford and law enforcement and the mayor can have an open dialogue And it could be a national thing, a real national conversation about how to bridge the gap between civilians and law enforcement. Because at the end of the day, you're here to serve us. Cops have made it a way that they're on another side. When they got that badge, we're the enemies. Let me know what y'all think, ladies and gentlemen. And shout out to all, there's some great, good cops out there that do their job the way they need to do the job, and happy to protect women, children, men, everybody, even animals and stuff like that. But those cops need to go publicly. The ones that feel like those other cops that spoils the bunch, they need to call them out publicly. And that's what I said at the beginning of the video, is that nobody's above the law, but when you come between that gang, they work together, man. They work together. Terence Crawford, you just got in a glimpse that you are a target now. You're at the height of your career. They do it to every boxer at your level, most of it. You're a target. They'll target Floyd, they target Mike Tyson, they targeted Muhammad Ali, they target, what I was saying, Hurricane Carter. They target you. Even look at the Julio Cesar Chavez situation with the cartel. They let him fight. Yeah, let him fight. Let him get that money. We can't have him broke. He need to spend some money on lawyers. He need to spend some money on all this. But Crawford was on point. Protect yourself at all times. He learned that in the ring, the same way he learned that outside. Hey, yo, folks, man, get your children in boxing, because it's gonna tell you how to survive outside as well. It's gonna teach you how to be a good person, how to handle situation in the ring and out the ring. Let me know what y'all think, man. This is Composure on Boxing. Love you. God bless, and on to the next.